Hello everyone. Today, I'm gonna talk about the 5-year rule for the Roth IRA withdrawals. So basically, when can you withdraw money from your Roth IRA? There are several 5-year rules on the withdrawals, so that can help you to prevent from paying tax and penalty if you understand those 5-year rules. It's very complicated. I know it's very complicated, but okay, let's dive in. Hope you can understand it. If you don't, then just watch it over again, because it's a very, very complicated subject. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, let's go over with it. So first, the 5-year rule is for your contribution. Contribution, you have to understand that's just every year you can put a maximum $7,000 in your account. So this is called contribution. Contribution is after tax money. So if you put money annually in your account, those money is considered, your after tax money. It's yours. You can take any time. You can take them out any times at any age. There's no tax, no penalty on it. Then, however, if those money, let's just say you put the money in, then you invest in some investment, then they grow, they pay you interest, dividend, or whatever capital gains. So those earnings on those money, then you have to wait 5 years or 59 and a half, whichever is longer. Let's see an example. This example is the 5-year rule for the contribution when you are younger than 59 and a half years old. The reason 59 and a half, this is from IRS regulation on the retirement account. So basically, if you are younger than that, you are not eligible to take any money out of your retirement account. So that's why it's 59 and a half. So Tom, this example, is 35 years old. So he is younger than 59 and a half. And he just opened his first Roth IRA account. Okay, so no matter how many Roth IRA account you have, the first one you opened, if more than 5 years old, that's satisfy the 5 years rule. So anyway, so you will understand why the 5 years, why I emphasize on the first Roth IRA. So he opened his first Roth IRA account this year, 2020. So it's a brand new Roth IRA account. Made $6,000 contribution to account. He bought Apple stock using this $6,000 in April. And this $6,000 grows into $14,000 in August. So there's of $18,000 gross earnings in his new Roth IRA account. So in this situation, he can withdraw his $6,000 from his Roth IRA account at any time. No 5-year rules, no tax, no penalty whatsoever. So because $6,000 is his money, after tax money, he put it in, he can take it out anytime, whatever. So he wants. However, there's additional $8,000 earnings on this account. He has to wait until he's 59 and a half years old. Here you have to say he only 35 years old. To 59 and a half, at least he have approximately 25 years to go. So which means he has to wait 25 years to withdraw his additional earnings on this money. Okay, if this a little example, just what if he needs money? He wants to take money out of Roth IRA account. He lost a job in September. He withdrew the $10,000 from his Roth IRA account to cover his living expense. The first $6,000 he take out, so basically that's his original contribution. That was no tax, no penalty. Then additional $4,000, he has to pay income tax and additional 10% penalty on the $4,000. So this is just the situation. So what if he is 65 years old, which is older than 59 and a half? What happened? In the example, he made a $6,000 contribution. Then $6,000 had an additional $8,000 earnings on it. So in this case, it's exactly the things that you have to know. He just opened the account is new, but the situation he's older than 59 and a half. He can withdraw the $6,000 original contribution anytime he want to. However, for the $8,000, a lot of time you will say, oh, he's 59 and a half years old. He is reached the retirement age, so he can withdraw the money anytime. No, because his account is new. Then there's a 5-year rule on the account. So basically, he has to wait 5 years to withdraw the $8,000 earning. So which means tell you should, when you are young, open a Roth IRA, make some contribution, so then your account is older than 5 years. So it's very beneficial to you. So similar situation, if what happened, he needs money from the account, take $10,000 out of the account, exactly the same situation, because $6,000 is tax-free, penalty-free. $4,000 he has to pay tax and the penalty on it, because he is withdrawing the money within 5 years. Here is in September. So it's within 5 years. That's he has to pay tax and the penalty. If he waited more than 5 years, so there's no tax, no penalty on the $8,000 if he withdraw. So this is the example. Okay, that was the 5-year rule on the contribution. Then from now, we talk about the 5-year rule on the conversion. What is conversion? Conversion basically say you have money, pre-tax money, let's say in your 401k or even traditional IRA, those money you haven't paid tax on it. So you want to convert, so those money in your retirement account, you want to convert some of them or all of them to your Roth IRA account. So on those conversion, so once you convert the money in the Roth IRA, you were wondering, when can I withdraw this money? Okay, so that's a 5-year rule on the conversion. So there's a different situation. When you are younger than 59 and a half, you already, if you younger than 59 and a half, if your account already have more than 5 years old, when you convert money, you have to wait 5 years for the converted amount, and wait until 59 and a half for the earning amount. Each conversion has its own 5-year rule. Okay, so maybe confusing, you don't understand what's going on here. Let's see an example. Here is, okay, Tom again, 35 years old. He opened his first Roth IRA account. It's more than 5 years ago. So here is, the Roth IRA already 5 years old, so don't need to worry about that. Then he decided to convert $30,000 from his old 401k into his Roth IRA account this year. After the conversion, he bought Apple stock using $30,000 in April, and this $30,000 grows into $70,000 in August. So there was a $40,000 gross earning in his Roth IRA account. Okay, in this situation, he converted $30,000, right, in this year. When can he withdraw the $30,000? He has to wait 5 years to withdraw the $30,000 he converted from his 401k. And he has to wait until 59.5 years old to withdraw the earnings. The earning is $40,000. Okay, the bottom there's a little example. So if he waited more than 5 years, let's just say he lost his job in 2026 because he converted this year, then 2026 is already convert already more than 5 years. So in this case, he withdrew $50,000 from his Roth. The first $30,000 is tax-free, penalty-free, because the convert already 5 years, so there's no tax, no penalty. However, additional $20,000 will be from the earnings. The earnings will be subject to income tax and additional 10% penalty. What happened? He withdraw, take out the money this year, which is the conversion is within 5 years. That is, he has to, the $30,000 convert money, he has to pay additional 10% penalty on it, because since he already paid tax on it, so no tax, just the 10% penalty. Okay, we're gonna pause a little bit. Okay, step back, think. So he is younger than 59 and a half. You have to see he is only 35 years old. So he waited 5 years, which is he only 40 years old. You can think he if he converted $30,000 from his 401k into his Roth, wait 5 years, then he can take this money out penalty free, additional 10% penalty free, which means you have to think, if the money in the 401k, if he take out the 401k money under 59.5, he has to pay tax and the penalty on it, 10% penalty. So which means tell you, if you want to, if you are young, you are in your 20s, 30s, even 40s, you want to make sure your 401k money, you have the access to the money in the future, in case you want to start your own business, in case you have any emergency, you want to access your retirement money. So it's better you convert them to the 401k, into your Roth IRA, because those money, once you convert in your Roth IRA, then you waited for 5 years, then there's no additional penalty on it. But if you live in the 401k, you have to wait until you are 59.5 old, which is you have to wait until you're 60 to withdraw the money. So you don't have the flexibility if your money in the 401k. So the money in the Roth IRA, you have more flexibility. What you want to do with it. So anyway, that's just a little tip for you, especially for younger people. If you want to make sure your retirement money is, you can access that, then when you even younger than 60. So that's just something good things about Roth IRA. Okay, let's move on. So this is when you are younger than 59.5. Okay, there's a little language there. They say each conversion has its own 5-year rule. What does that mean? So basically, when you are 59 and a half years younger, when you do conversion, because IRS don't want you to each conversion. If you want to access that money, you have to wait 5 years. So here's the example. Say Tom is 35 years old, have $50,000 in the 401k. He converts $30,000 into Roth IRA in 2020, and the remaining $20,000 into Roth IRA 2021. So basically, you have to wait until 2025, 5 years to withdraw initial $30,000 conversion. Wait until 2026, another 5 years. If you convert into from 2021, then you have to wait until 2026 to withdraw 20,000. This is called each conversion has its own 5-year rule. So they would talk about the converted amount, but the earnings on those converted amount, you have to wait until you're 59 and a half years old to withdraw. So this earnings, always remember earnings on the conversion, on the contribution, you have to wait until you're 59 and a half. So that's just the bottom line. 5-year rule for conversion. Okay, when you are older than 59 and a half, what happened when you do conversion? So if you already have a Roth IRA more than 5 years old, so in this case, you are very free. Your conversions earnings available to you immediately. No waiting time, no 5-year rule, no tax, no penalty. But however, even you are 59, more than 59 and a half years old, but if your Roth IRA account is new to you, you just open a Roth IRA account, you have to wait 5 years for the earnings. They basically say first the conversion will. So basically, they were if you open the Roth IRA, whatever you make a contribution or you put the money in the account, they already start your 5-year clock. So here's the example. So let's say Tom is 65 years old. So basically more than 59 and a half years old. He opened his first Roth IRA more than 5 years ago. He decided to convert $30,000 from his old 401k into his Roth IRA account this year, 2020. After the conversion, he bought Apple stock using this $30,000 in April, and this $30,000 grows into $70,000 in August. So there's $40,000 gross earning in his Roth IRA account. Okay, in this situation, let's say Tom is older than 59 and a half, and the account is more than 5 years old. So in this situation, Tom are eligible to withdraw any money in the account. He can withdraw the $30,000 converted amount. He can withdraw the $40,000 earning immediately. No 5-year rule, no tax, no penalty, which is great. You have to understand, if you are more than 59 and a half years old and your Roth account is more than 5 years old, you are tax-free, penalty-free in the Roth. So you don't need to worry about anything else. Okay, so that's just the same. Okay, what happened? This is exactly example said. What happened? Tom, even he is more than 59 and a half years old, but his Roth IRA account is new. So in this situation is exactly the example. In this situation, he can withdraw the converted amount, which is $30,000. That's no 5-year rule, no tax, no penalty whatsoever. However, he has to wait 5 years to withdraw the earnings. Then the bottom, there's a little example. If he needs the money from the Roth IRA, he take $50,000 out. Well, initial $30,000 is tax-free, penalty-free, but additional $20,000 he has to pay income tax and a 10% penalty on it, just because the account is younger than 59 and a half, younger than 5 years old. So anyway, so that's just open a Roth IRA account whenever you can. Okay, that's just the thing. Start your Roth IRA 5-year clock. So that's just the same. Okay, there's a little thing there that forced conversion will satisfy the 5-year rule. This is a little example. So basically, the 5-year rule is on the account. So when you open an account, you have to put money, no matter it's a contribution or conversion. Once the first dollar in the account, you'll start the 5-year clock on your account. So that's why I say the first conversion. If you just open the account, you convert the money. So the first conversion will start the 5-year clock on your account. So that's why they say first conversion will satisfy the 5-year rule, which means to say your account already open, have the money in it, the 5-year clock, it started. So you just have to wait the 5 years. That's just the meaning of that. Okay, now you were thinking, I have a Roth IRA account, then I have all kinds of money in it. Say I have, contributions, I convert a bunch of money in it, then my money it grow. I had interest, dividends, capital gains on my money. When I withdraw money, I don't know which one is which one, or how IRS know which one is which one. So basically, IRS say we're gonna follow this order. The first money coming out, we're gonna it's your contribution. When all your contribution exhausted, you take out all the contributions, then we're gonna count as your conversion, the principle of the conversions. Then all the conversion principle of the conversion are gone, then it's counted as an earning of your contribution. Then all the earnings of the contribution are gone, then counted as an earning from your conversion. So let's see an example. It's a little long, okay, but we can see what's going on here. So Tom is 45 years old this year. Okay, Tom is younger than 59 and a half. So he opened his Roth IRA account in 2010. This tell you his account open more than 5 years old. So that's good. So the account balance is $170,000. So okay. So he has been making annual $6,000 contributions to Roth IRA account. Okay, for 10 years, been making contribution annually. That's good. He converted $20,000 from his 401k into his Roth IRA account in 2012. Okay, this conversion 2012 to 2010, so it's more than 5 years old. Then he converted another $30,000 in 2018. 2018 to 2020 is less than 5,000 years old. Less than 5 years old. Okay. The earnings on the contributions are total $20,000. and the earnings on conversions are total $40,000. This year, Tom decided to open his own business, and he needs $150,000 initial capital. If he withdraws $150,000 from his Roth IRA, does he need to pay tax or penalty on his withdrawals? Okay, let's say $150,000. $60,000 will coming from the contribution. $20,000 will from the first conversion. $30,000 from second conversion. Then $20,000 is from the earnings of the conversion. $20,000 from the earnings of the conversion. For $60,000 for the contribution, there's no tax, no penalty. Conversion, $20,000 in 2012 because it's more than 5 years, so there's no tax, no penalty on it. Conversion in 2018, $30,000 is less than 5 years, so there's no tax on it because he already paid tax on it. But you have to pay additional 10% penalty because there's less than 5 years. Then earnings on the contribution, $20,000. Both earnings, you have to understand the earnings. You have to wait until you are 59.5 years old. So Tom is only 45 years old. So basically, he are not eligible to withdraw the earning. So he has to pay income tax and a 10% penalty on the earnings. So in this situation, he only pay 10% penalty on the $30,000 conversion. He has to pay income tax and a 10% penalty on the $20,000 on the $20,000 page $40,000. This is a little example. Okay, I know it's 5-year rule, complicated, and so many different situations. Well, when you think about taking money from your Roth IRA, you basically just think all the earnings on your account, you have to wait until you're 59.5 years old. Okay, then if your account is new, if you just open your Roth IRA account, so basically you have to wait at least 5 years old because there's a 5-year clock on the account to touch your money. So basically that's the principle you need to follow. That's okay, that's all my presentation for the day. Thank you so much.